Imagine a journey of 2,000 miles, a dream of golden wheat fields, and a new life in the West. This was the promise of the Oregon Trail. But for many, the trail wasn't a path to glory. It was a 2,000-mile graveyard. History remembers the brave pioneers, but it often forgets the stench of decay, the screams of the dying, and the literal trail of shallow graves that paved the way to the Pacific. Today, we uncover the grim reality they didn't show you in the school books. The greatest threat wasn't starvation or conflict. It was invisible. Cholera. A traveler could be healthy at breakfast and buried by dinner. The bacteria thrived in the stagnant waterholes along the trail. Imagine the horror, watching your child turn blue, their body collapsing from dehydration in a matter of hours, while you are forced to keep moving. There was no time for mourning. You buried them in the middle of the trail so the wagons would pack the earth down, hiding the body from hungry wolves. Hollywood loves a good gunfight. But on the Oregon Trail, the biggest threat from a firearm was the owner's own clumsiness. Many pioneers were city folk who had never handled a rifle. Accidental shootings were rampant. People shot themselves while pulling guns from wagons, or dropped pistols that discharged into their feet. Add to that the crushing weight of the wagons. One slip under a moving wooden wheel meant a shattered limb and a slow, agonizing death from gangrene. By the height of the migration, the trail was impossible to miss, not because of the tracks, but because of the graves. It is estimated that there were 10 graves for every mile. You were literally walking over the dead. If you weren't passing a fresh mound of dirt, you were passing the bleached bones of livestock or the abandoned ruins of those who gave up. The psychological toll was immense. Every mile was a reminder that you might be next. Then there was the weather. Violent thunderstorms on the plains could drown a camp in minutes. Hailstones the size of lemons killed oxen and shattered wagon covers. In the mountains, the heat of the day turned into freezing nights. River crossings were gambles with death. One wrong move, and your entire life's possessions, and your family, were swept away by the icy currents of the Snake or Columbia River. Why did they do it? For some, it was desperation. For others, a feverish hope. But the Oregon Trail wasn't just a journey. It was a brutal filter of human endurance. Those who made it were changed forever, haunted by the faces of the thousands left behind in the dust. The American dream was built on a foundation of bones. The Oregon Trail wasn't an adventure. It was a war of attrition. Next time you think of the pioneers, remember the silent miles and the hidden graves. Subscribe to the dark side of history as we continue to unearth the truth behind the legends.